a new right hand, J.D. Vance, and the future of the GOP. The Republican Party stands at a crossroads facing a pivotal moment in its history. Donald Trump's shadow looms large, his populist rhetoric still resonating with a significant portion of the base, creating a divide within the party. Yet, the party grapples with its identity, seeking a path forward after the tumultuous Trump years, trying to balance traditional values with new populist ideals. Enter J.D. Vance, the best-selling author of Hillbilly Elegy, and now a rising star within the GOP, rumored to be Trump's pick for vice president. His presence brings a fresh perspective to the party. Vance's journey from working-class roots to the upper echelons of power mirrors the very struggles and aspirations of the voters the Republican Party aims to court. His story is one of resilience and ambition. Vance's potential selection as Trump's running mate signals a strategic move to solidify the former president's grip on the party, ensuring that the populist message remains at the forefront. His appeal to the white working class, a demographic crucial to Trump's victories, cannot be overstated. Vance speaks their language and understands their concerns. Vance's story resonates with those who feel left behind by globalization and ignored by the political elite. His narrative offers hope and a sense of belonging. His rise signifies a potential shift in the Republican Party, a move away from traditional conservatism and towards a more populist, nationalist approach. This shift could redefine the party's future. This essay will delve into J.D. Vance's background, his transformation from Trump critic to supporter, and his growing influence within the Republican Party. We will explore the factors that contributed to his rise. We will examine his advocacy for Trump's policies, his role in the burgeoning New Right movement, and the implications his ascent holds for the future of American politics. His influence could shape the party's direction for years to come. The stakes are high, and the choices made by the Republican Party in the coming months will have a profound impact on the nation's political landscape. The future of the GOP hangs in the balance, and Vance's role could be pivotal. From Middletown to Mar-a-Lago, Vance's unlikely path to power. J.D. Vance's story is one of resilience. Raised in Middletown, Ohio, a town grappling with the decline of its industrial base, Vance witnessed firsthand the struggles of the American working class. His upbringing was marked by poverty, family instability, and the opioid epidemic, experiences that would later shape his worldview and political ideology. Despite the odds stacked against him, Vance excelled academically, graduating from Ohio State University and Yale Law School. After law school, Vance pursued a successful career in venture capital in Silicon Valley. His time in the tech world exposed him to the cutting edge of innovation and entrepreneurship, but it also deepened his understanding of the economic disparities plaguing America. Vance observed how globalization and technological advancements, while driving economic growth, often left behind those without the skills or resources to adapt. This realization fueled his desire to address the plight of the forgotten Americans, the working-class community struggling to stay afloat in a rapidly changing economy. Vance's personal journey from the Rust Belt to the halls of power is a testament to his ambition and intellect. However, it is his deep understanding of the challenges facing working-class Americans, gleaned from his own upbringing and his observations of the economic divide, that has made him a compelling figure in American politics. His ability to articulate the anxieties and frustrations of a demographic often ignored by the political establishment has resonated with voters seeking authentic representation and a break from the status quo. Vance's background stands in stark contrast to the stereotypical image of a Republican politician. He is not a product of privilege or the political establishment. His experiences have instilled in him a deep skepticism of elites and a strong belief in the importance of opportunity and upward mobility. These values, coupled with his sharp intellect and articulate voice, have positioned him as a leading figure in the Republican Party's efforts to redefine itself in the wake of the Trump presidency. Vance's rise to prominence was further bolstered by his memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, which became a bestseller and was later adapted into a film. The book provided a raw and unflinching look at his life and the struggles of the working class, resonating with a wide audience. His media appearances and interviews further cemented his status as a voice for the disenfranchised. On the campaign trail, Vance's ability to connect with voters on a personal level has been a key factor in his political success. His grassroots support and community engagement efforts have helped him build a loyal following. Vance's policy proposals often focus on economic reform and providing support for the working class, aiming to create a more equitable society where everyone has the opportunity to succeed. In political debates and discussions, Vance's articulate arguments and deep understanding of the issues have set him apart from his peers. As he continues to rise in the political arena, many see Vance as a potential leader who could shape the future of American politics. His vision for America's future and his commitment to addressing the needs of the working class make him a significant figure to watch. Vance's journey from Middletown to the political spotlight is an inspiration to many, embodying the pursuit of the American dream. His story is a powerful reminder that with determination and resilience, it is possible to overcome even the most daunting challenges. Bridging the divide, from Trump skeptic to staunch ally, J.D. Vance's initial reaction to Donald Trump's candidacy was one of skepticism, even disdain. He was not alone in this sentiment, as many within the political sphere and the general public shared his doubts. He viewed Trump as a demagogue, a wealthy businessman out of touch with the struggles of working-class Americans. Vance, who had written extensively about the plight of the working class, saw Trump as an opportunist exploiting their pain for political gain. Vance's criticisms were sharp and pointed, reflecting the views of many within the Republican establishment who saw Trump as a threat to the party's values and electoral prospects. They feared that Trump's brash style and unorthodox policies would alienate traditional conservative voters. He questioned Trump's conservative credentials, his temperament, and his fitness for office. Vance was vocal about his concerns, often highlighting what he saw as inconsistencies in Trump's policy positions and behavior. However, as the 2016 election cycle unfolded, Vance underwent a gradual but significant shift in his thinking. The more he observed Trump's campaign, the more he began to understand the underlying currents driving his support. He began to see Trump's appeal, recognizing the deep-seated anger and frustration felt by many Americans who felt left behind by globalization and ignored by the political elite. Vance started to empathize with these sentiments, seeing them as a cry for help from a neglected segment of the population. Vance acknowledged the shortcomings of both parties in addressing the concerns of working-class communities, arguing that Trump, despite his flaws, was tapping into a genuine sense of betrayal and disillusionment. He saw Trump's message as a wake-up call for the political establishment to address these issues more seriously. This evolution in Vance's views mirrored a broader trend within the Republican Party. Many members who were initially skeptical of Trump began to see the potential in his populist approach. Trump's populist message, his willingness to challenge conventional wisdom and attack the establishment, resonated with voters who felt unrepresented by the Republican Party's traditional focus on free markets and limited government. This approach brought new energy and a different demographic into the party's fold. Vance's embrace of Trump, while initially controversial, reflected his belief that the Republican Party needed to adapt to the changing political landscape and address the concerns of a new generation of voters. He argued that the party's survival depended on its ability to evolve and remain relevant. Vance's transformation from Trump critic to supporter highlights the changing dynamics within the Republican Party. His journey is emblematic of the broader shifts occurring within the party as it grapples with its identity and future direction. It underscores the party's struggle to reconcile its traditional conservative values with the populist impulses unleashed by the Trump presidency. This internal conflict has led to intense debates and a re-examination of what it means to be a Republican in the modern era. Vance's journey suggests that the GOP's future may lie in bridging this divide, in finding a way to appeal to both its base and to disaffected voters who are looking for a champion for their economic and cultural anxieties. This balancing act will be crucial for the party's success in upcoming elections and its long-term viability.